Hello again, everyone, and welcome back. I'm back in Season 2 of Kerbal Space Program with Better Than Starting Manned, an excellent mod indeed. And in the last episode, we acquired a nice batch of science, not a full set of science because of battery power failure, but enough for us to examine the possibilities of grabbing some new details, like a surplus cockpit. What else do we have here? There's RCS for space control. The tech tree is completely different. A decoupler. Ooh, decouplers. And I can't afford anything in tier tech. I'm provisionally going to call this Tech 1, Tech 2, and Tech 3 for now, because that's the numbers that are appearing above these things. So I'm going to assume that this is Tech 3 right here. So that's our less powerful Poodle engine, and stacked decouplers, RCS, and a pressurized cockpit. Yes. Now then, we are going to do something highly inadvisable and probably unwise. We are going to build a new design. This will be the Kerbal Pult Mark 1. I like that name. It just seems so appropriate. And we are going to put a poor sucker of a Kerbin into a ship here, which we are going to send on a nice flight. Hopefully nowhere particularly... Now the key here is we do not want symmetry, because we want this thing to fall over. We want it to tip over enough to not go out of the lower atmosphere, or we will have one very, very dead Kerbin on our hands. Kerbal. Ooh, we need to be able to... Alright, we'll grab a crew report on Custom 2. And Custom 1 will become our antenna. We're going to transmit the... Actually, you know what? I'm confident that we can make this thing survive. So... Which means that I'm confident that we can get the poor pilot back alive, more importantly. Jebediah. Rockin', big guy. Time to party. Time to do something totally foolish and completely appropriate. I hit the wrong button. I should have gone to the launch pad. We have 2 wings. We have 1 battery to destabilize it, and we have 1 slightly surprisingly concerned looking Jebediah Kerbin. Oh no, he's fine. I think he's just concerned that we're not moving yet. Launching our first manned flight in 3, 2... Ooh. Yeah, let's just fix that staging and not trigger the parachute at the same time as the booster rocket. Yeah, okay. Launching in 3, 2, 1. Lift off. Alright, and we are tipping beautifully. Let's grab that crew report. And we'll just keep the data, because I am confident that... Whoa, come on. We want to go nice and smooth. And not any higher. Yep, that's right. Nicely done. Alright. Now if we had really good control or really good planning, we would have angled it to go towards the ocean instead of the shore over there. Let's see if we can aero brake a little. Our first successful manned flight hopefully will be successful, because this thing is tipping in a way which I am not liking. And we are accelerating, which means we need that parachute. Hopefully it will help us aerobrake a little and not rip off and kill Jebediah. I'm really not liking this. I'm not happy. Not happy with this particular aspect of this flight. I wonder if I could have just slapped on some boosters for ballast or something and not used them. Well, I guess we'll find out if it's going to... Come on, I just don't want to tangle. Oh, we are going way too fast for this parachute. Crap. Well, that sucked. I guess we tipped a little too far there. Alright. Well, that was unfortunate. We're going to resort to VAB and see... I think Jebediah is undead. Yep. Okay. So, new plan. We're going to go for a weighted down straight up flight. So you're going to slap on lots of extra batteries. We're going to go for a stable vertical flight instead of a tipping flight. Oh, of course, this actually has to be something the parachute can handle, which is part of the problem. Did I get... I did get a liquid... I wonder. I have a different idea. Perhaps an idea that will not result in the death of a Kerbal. In fact, I have some reasonable confidence about this. Alright. Round 2. Still no launch support structures here, so hopefully the engine doesn't just snap off. You know, I never looked at the life support numbers for this thing. No life support. There we go. Launching in 3, 2, 1. Oh, I forgot to change something. Alright, crew report. Keep data. Oh, man! Oh, shoot. Funny thing is, he might have actually survived if it hadn't been for having the... Alright. Let's try that again. This time with 100% more not fail. Launching in 3, 2, 1. Alright, crew report. Keep data. Kill the engines. Deploy parachute. Alright. Don't die. Don't die. Ha! Oh, jeez. I'm sort of glad you're alive for that, my friend. I really like Jeb. He's just a funny guy. Okay. That's enough of manned flights for today. The important thing is we got some science. Let's see what we got here. 51 science. What do we need? Let's see. No new power, just modular engines. A pressurized... Ooh, and goo. Or the holy grail of general operations here. A stack decoupler. But I have to choose. If I choose the stack decoupler, I have to design a ship that can get us into low Kerbal orbit, which I think I can do. I think I can do it. No, sorry, high Kerbal orbit. Get our high elevation. I'm sure I can do that with... Yeah, Ugh. Okay. Decouplers. Really good for efficiency. Okay, we're going to do this. Stack decouplers. Inadvisable, probably a stupid use of my science. But we are going to go to a new... the Eyeball Exploder Mark 1 with you, and we're going to use a liquid fuel engine here. No. We're going to strap you on top of one of these. This will be the upper stage. And then what we're going to do is we're going to instead of strapping them onto the side of that. What? Come on. Okay, it doesn't fit with that. Okay, well that answers that question. So the upper stage has to be a liquid fuel stage. So 2 liquid fuel tanks, a liquid fuel booster, and a stack decoupler, and and 6 of those. And a nice batch of batteries attached to the bottom. 1 ring of batteries, because this is going to be bereft of gravioli science. This is only going to be temperature. I want to get, this is all about elevation. We're going to put 2 thermometers there, 2 barometers there, wings on the side of this, and 2 separate stages. We're going to put the middle one in the 2nd stage, and make sure that those are 3, yeah. So, actually no, we want the, yeah, we'll do it that way, and then fire those 2 at the same time. And communicatrons. Yes, we need the ability to communicate with ground control, which will be loaded in triplicate down near the base. Actually, that would be the smart thing, wouldn't it? Keep the experiments low and balanced like so. There we go. All right. And action groups, because it's nice to not have to toggle antennas to try and click on these things, which is what you'd have to do otherwise. You'd have to click on the fool things, which I've had to do once. Okay, so I have no idea. I really have no idea, but I mean, with this gone, I might be able to get this much, much higher. I just hope that it doesn't, the booster setup doesn't make it hit the atmosphere so hard that it explodes on me again. Why do I keep doing that? Highball Exploder. Because we all know how this story is going to end. So our goal is 250,000. All right, we're going to, actually, we're going to see, okay, so fine-tunes. We're going to put on SAS even though I know there's nothing there. And launching our first stage in 3, 2, 1. And hope it's nice and stable so that I don't actually have to do too much. Can I hear a peep? My daughter's napping right now, so if she wakes up, this could end very abruptly. Oh, she woke up. Alright. Oh, crap. Well, alright, I'll be back in a while, guys. Thanks for watching. Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. So, we abruptly cut off there, so I'm going to pick up where I left off. Actually close my door, because there's a lot of stuff going on around the place today. Babysitting my daughter again, so she may start screaming and I may have to cut this off abruptly, but hopefully I can actually finish this mission. This is the Highball Exploder, exactly as I left it with you. Well, for me it was yesterday. For you guys it'll be seconds ago. So, launching in 3, 2, 1, second attempt. See see if we do any better this time. Because that was a hilariously failed attempt last time. Nope. I'm hitting the wrong button. I'm trying to tip it, and I'm tipping it the completely wrong way. You watch, this thing will be too tall to be able to actually fly in a stable manner that I would like. Stage 2. Up. I don't think that SAS is doing a darn thing for me. I heard a little spin can help. Whoa. What's going on? Uh-oh. I hope I'm not going too fast. That would suck. Oh, we're losing it. We are losing it. What was that? That was weird. Oh, and we've lost it. Okay. Design is failed. Alright. We'll just revert to VAB and rethink this. I think we'll go back to my old standby design here. This is just not going to work. I'm not sure that actually separating... I guess we could go for the medium... No, wait, I didn't grab the gear. Okay, let me think. We could go for... Oh, we could go for our old friend, the tumbling... Yeah. I'll go with the standard 6 booster and a 6 booster design here. I'll keep everything really low. Oh, we need to angle snap this or it won't work right. We want to keep this thing as bottom heavy as is humanly possible. So we'll add the batteries. We'll go all the way down. Come on. You're not going to let me put the batteries there? No, apparently not. Alright. We'll keep the center of mass centered here. We'll go with 2 rings of batteries. Give it a little extra mass at the bottom. Hopefully that's not enough to... That was weird. Why did it do that? Alright. My obsessive compulsive disorder is well in check. No, I don't really have obsessive compulsive. Alright, and then we're going to 3 of these really low right there. The barometer sitting on top. 3 of those and 3 thermometers. Like so. And 3 graviolis like so. That gives us all the instrumentation, because if worse comes to worse, if the angles are right, I can grab a gravioli scan on the way up and round that out. Okay, let's get some action groups in place here. And then we'll set our... No. 1 for antennas, 2 for thermometers, 3 for barometer, and 4 for the lovely gravioli. Okay, back to here, because we need to do one very important thing right here. Move all of these down 1, and then we need to grab the 3. Let's see. Get rid of you, you, and we'll see if that's the right trio. Is that a trio? Yes, it is. Okay, saving the Highball Exploder Mark II for our next attempt, in which hopefully will be bottom heavy enough that we won't have trouble with the thing tipping over like it has been. All right. So, find controls, launching in 3, 2, 1. Lift off. I think I'll just give this a tiny bit of a spin. heard that's good for these things. No, it doesn't like that. Alright, we're just going to keep fighting to keep it vertical as possible. Alright, come on, you. Stay up there. Alright, stage 2. I gotta watch. I'm just staring at this nav ball here as I am fighting with this thing, as always. Always seem to be fighting with these silly things, don't I? I wonder if that probe core is just that heavy. It's kind of insane to think, isn't it? Put my resources up so you guys can watch and laugh if something goes horribly, horribly wrong while I'm trying to launch here. And the final stage. Let's see how high we will go. We need 250 if we're going to get those outer reaches, gravioli, and gravioli and or temperature and barometer. Come on. Okay, hold it, hold it. Just give me a second here. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that little mess. It's a complicated day today. I really shouldn't be recording, but I'd really like to get this just, you know, squeezed in and under control. Got people coming by to pick me up in about an hour to get my car, and there's complications. Life's busy. And of course that happened just as we were running out of fuel, which is just hilarious. I guess it can tumble without consequence. Now, how high did we go? Not high enough for that, but maybe high enough for a gravioli scan. Maybe we can pick up the last of one of our, probably the grassland biome, although I can't tell. Where are we swinging? Out over the water. Useful. Well, let's see if we can extend the communicatrons. And no, we're still over the shores. Reset, reset, reset. I'll try that one more time in a minute. Oh, right, orbit. Still over the shores. That's right, that's an interesting little quirk of this. Is that the Earth is rotating underneath us. Over the grasslands? No, we're still over the shores. Alright. So my elevation attempt, if I can just come back out of this with some sort of science, it won't have been a total waste of time. There we are. That's that missing grasslands data. We'll just get that returned. Yeah, okay, good. I can close those windows. Okay, so this thing either doesn't have enough power or is just too unstable to reach that super high orbit. Honestly, can't remember. I guess I could also take mass off the bottom. That would work in a pinch. So, let's see. We might be able to get a hills, although we're actually... Oh, good. Yeah. Or, I don't know if we're going to drift far enough in the right direction, because our impact is still marked as being out over the water, which is interesting. Well, there we are. That 13 science I missed earlier. Well, we'll just accelerate time warp a little here and see where we drift. Because drifting out over the hills or something would be just about ideal, and hopefully we can transmit that information in sufficient time to actually... It's not looking good, is it? Alright. I think we're just going to come down in the middle of the grasslands there. Rolling hills! Transmit! Quickly! Quickly! Send the data. We have a limited window of opportunity to send the rest of this data, but that will be enough science for me maybe to get something. I'm not sure. Oh, and of course I wasn't looking at the power levels, so we ran out of batteries again. Hilarious. All right, let's hit some exploding going on here, because it's the highball exploder. We got to watch it explode, right? Here comes the point of impact. And we're coming down in an extraordinarily non-optimal angle. And it's about to explode. Lovely. Wow. Oh, there we go. There we are. Oh, that was kind of a whimper, wasn't it? Alright. Revert. No, we'll go to the Space Center and let's see what we've got available for the little bit of science we squeezed out of that mission. I'm thinking a wide-arcing gravioli scan would be more time efficient here. Oh yeah, not enough to do anything. Either that, maybe we should get the pressurized cockpit next. We can also do the mystery goo experiments, practice recovery techniques, and a better battery too, which would be really nice to have. Okay, so new plan. Height is not on our list. Temperature and barometer are off the menu for the moment. One more ring of batteries here, which should be enough for us to do a couple more gravioli scans. Highball Exploder Mark III. Alright, so twice as much battery power, which should be enough to get a couple, and we'll do an actual gravity turn this time. We'll gravity turn retrograde, so that hopefully we can swing out over some of the less accessible biomes. Either that or the water. No, we want to get the biome that we have finished this time around. Let's see if we can get the mountains and the hills with gravioli in this run. Assuming I can keep it stable. It's such a silly little probe though, isn't it? Alright. Find controls, SAS for what it's worth, launching in 3, 2, 1. As long as I don't touch anything, if it stays stable, I'm just going to leave it doing what it is. And you watch. It'll get up to the height I needed it to get to without me. Oh, no, we're drifting just a little now. Which is fine. We'll take better control over that in a little bit here, because you don't want to go too wide of an angle, or we won't get high enough. Stage 2. Little tiny bit. It's actually going really stable this time. What is with this game sometimes? I wonder. You know, maybe it's all those different instruments unbalancing it. Maybe the way I'm balancing this thing isn't actually as balanced as I thought. That could do it. So one retrograde booster run here, and we're using the third boosters just at the right time to get out of the lower atmosphere into the middle atmosphere, which should let us accelerate quite dramatically. I'm going to go over, but not too much. Not too much. Because we still want to get high enough. And, I mean, this is not a super, super duper powerful rig. So, yeah. We'll see what we can do. Okay, acceleration is looking good. Still keep it above 45-degree angle here. Hopefully, just about to run out of fuel. Oh yeah, there's our... now we have no control, so what you see is what you get. Alright, how high are we going to go? High enough. Actually, I could have gone over a bit more, but the important thing is we're going to go over a couple of biomes. Communicatrons on. And let's see what we've got here. Not quite high enough, but we will be soon. Yeah, so hills, high mountains if things go really well. More hills on the other side. Maybe... Alright, we're still over a grassland. Still over the grassland. Just waiting for the right moment. Grassland still. How interesting. It's really, really hard to tell what biome you're actually physically located over in this game. Aha, here we go. Transmit that rolling hills data. Get her gone and get ready to grab our next experiment, which I wonder if I can do that while this is transmitting. I really wonder. Yes, you can. Highlands. So now I have the Highlands data. Wait, no, those are rolling hills still. Because that's the data I just transmitted. No, I'm sure there's something different from the Highlands. We've just got a little further to go to get over these super high mountains. There we are, mountain ranges. Send them away. I wonder if these numbers have actually been corrected to match up with the reality now. I recall in the previous release, the numbers here didn't match the numbers that I received at the other end. And that was a balancing issue, I'm sure. I just wonder if it's actually telling us the right numbers now. That would be cool. Not that I'm worried about it. The science will be the science. Whatever we need to progress with our endeavors here. So as I understand it, we could do a prograde orbit and get the ocean. We got the shorelines quite by accident by flying straight up. I have to note that one for the future. And there's a desert right here if I went slightly off kilter, shall we say. It's hard to say if I've got enough battery power left for another transmission anyways, so let's just see. I mean, if we can get a little bit of one. Highlands still. Highlands. I think we're just going to miss the desert and we're just going to miss the ocean. That's okay. This has served its purpose quite nicely. So rather than watching this thing explode, I think we'll go to the Space Center, let this thing crash all by its lonesome, because it will do that without our supervision. I know it's fun to watch, but we've had lots of good explosions in this session, and I'd like to try and get one more experiment in before 70 science. So that's not quite enough for 2 sets of hardware. But it is enough for me to do some low altitude experiments on Kerbals and the low altitude goo experiments, which might be nice. So let's get that for science and death. There's the command pods and some of the EVA equipment. That's the next tech tier, though. It's definitely out of our purchasing realm until we get some further science. Okay, let's get a low altitude. Go with a new design. It shall be the goo thrower Mark 1. This is going to be just about as simple as a experiment can get, and I think I can make a recoverable version of this. So we need a probe core to start. Wait, hold on. Alright, probe core. That was weird. Okay. We're going to smack it on top of that. Oh, right. Design is challenging with this probe core, because you can't actually put a parachute on top of it. Now, there is a design I've had some success with in the past, so let's see if we can make that work again. Or I can bring it along on a manned mission. Oh, scratch that. I think we'll wrap it up here, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'll finish this off and we'll pick it up next time. I think duty calls. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you later.